Peace Campaign Show live, Tuesday, March 11th, Digital Soapbox Network. Ramadan Mubarak to all the Muslims, day 11 of Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak. Peace, Jabril Ahmad, God, Wrench Mob, God Mod Squad, Ramadan Kareem, salute, peace. Y'all see the topic? I'm kind of still stuck behind time. I forgot that daylight savings, that the time changed. So when I'm thinking I'm early, I'm really late. King Z, Walaikum Salam, salute. See the topic for tonight: what's more important in life than having money? What's more important in life than money or having money? What's more important in life? Is money everything? Does money make us successful? Does money mean that we successful? Does money save our soul? Does money save our health? What does money do? Did money create the heavens and the earth? Did money create anything in creation? Does money maintain or evolve anything in creation? What does money do? Voila, Tajik Khan. Yeah, man, I'm straight. Well, yeah, we can hop on here if you want to hop on here. Lucky, salute. What up, Lucky? Peace. Yeah, man. What's more important in life than having money? Some people believe nothing. Some people believe that life is not worth living if you don't have money. Is that true? That might be true in the devil's world. In the world of the devil, in the world where money is the thing that's being used as the agreed upon tool of value or worth, and the love of it is the root of mostly all of the evils in this world, then yeah, that might be true in the devil's world. But in the world of natural and righteous creation, where money was not a thought, the creator or none of the creators had money nowhere in their mind when they created creation. No creation was created out of money or with money, and no type of money. And no creation is upheld or sustained or evolved by money and with money. So what is more important than money then? What's more important than having money for people in life, for you, for me, for us? I think we understand the importance of money. I think we put too much importance on money, but what's more important than money? What's more important? What can money not buy? What can money not do for us? We think we know what money can do for us, but that's only in the capitalistic, satanic based world. But what's more important than having money? What should we have that's more important than money? Green Light Show, peace. Green Light Show. Ishmael Wilson, good name is worth more than money, in my personal opinion. When you say a good name, what do you mean exactly, Ishmael? Just a good name or a good reputation? Like if your name is a honorable name, like your name is Muhammad Ali, is that more important, more valuable, more important than money, or is the reputation, that your actions, is that what you mean by a good name? Like, yeah, his name is good, his word is good. Dude will be keeping his word. So what exactly do you mean by that? Walaikum salam, George. Walaikum salam, George. Bro, George. Lano gets health, knowledge of self. That's a bar. It's probably the most potent answer we're going to get this evening. Lano Getz says health is more important than having money, and knowledge of self is more important than having money. I think he covered it. I don't know, Lano, is that your brother or a sister, but that's definitely my answer. Health, of course, and that includes mental health and physical health, and knowledge of self, because knowledge of self is knowledge of reality, knowledge of God, not religion, but the knowledge of the author or the originator or the creator of us. The knowledge of self is the knowledge of the creator of self. So, and that determines your mental health. Our mental health is directly determined by the knowledge of self that we got. So that he pretty much covered it. Alpha and Omega, A to Z. You know what I'm saying? Those two things kind of cover everything in between. Ahmad Jabril, family is very important. Yeah, family absolutely is more important than having money. But if you have family, can you really enjoy them? Can you really help them without money in this world? You know, and when we say family, what do we mean? Being a sibling of or being offspring, or you mean having your own family that you produce from your loins? Family is important. Like what? I agree, but I'll be wanting specifics. Ishmael Wilson said, "Honorable reputation is the name, the good name that's better than gold." 1,000% agree with that. The honorable name, a name, you know, that you built for yourself, that's respectable, that's noble, that's honorable. Yeah, that's absolutely more important than gold or money or anything else. That's a form of fame. That's a form of fame because you becoming famous for uh, having a good reputation. So yeah, that's absolutely better than money because people want to be around you or they want you around them. If you have a good name, like Ishmael said, if you got a good name and your word is bond and people know you and your reputation, your name being good, then that's worth money. Money is just a symbol of that. People are paid just to have you around them or in their circle or on their team or as advisor or security or companion. They you know, how we pay shrinks, psychologists or psychiatrists. That's how valuable, you know, a good name or a good mind, knowledge of self, mental health is. People in Malibu is paying $300, $400, $500 an hour for a psychiatrist, for a shrink that don't love them, don't know them, just gonna sit there and listen to them and get a pen and paper and write down, ask them a few questions. Just imagine if you got a mighty counselor that really love you and know you and been through hell and back and has overcome it, and you got access to them. How much is that worth? How much is your sanity worth? How much is your health worth? Because if that person is a doctor of mental health, a doctor of counseling, then all you have and all, you know, all in your power you would give to save your soul, save your life, save your mental health. You going through a panic attack or you got anxiety or you got depression and you ready to end it all the money in the world don't mean nothing. All the fame in the world don't mean nothing because you don't know how to correct this problem, these demons that you got. You don't know how to shake them. You don't know how to exercise and cast them out. So, honorable reputation, if that's the reputation you known for, like, man, you need to talk to such and such, man. You know, she been through it, man. She like a scientist. She like a guru when it comes to health or this and that. Or he like, man, he like a, a, a wizard. You know what I'm saying? He didn't been through this and that. So, absolutely, good name is better than gold. Good reputation. Knowledge, wa alaikum salam. Good physical health and mental health as your spirit right with Allah. Because I almost drank myself into a grave. Allah has restored me. That's beautiful. Again, salute to you, knowledge from last night, because that's what we here for. We here to find those natural, righteous solutions to our problems. Even though it's called the campaign show, that's just letting you know that we suffering pain. We going through pain together. But we're not just wallowing in pain and pity party and crying and complaining. We over here actually sharing solutions, sharing experiences, or just sharing witness, like allowing us to see and hear from each other while we going through what we going through. Sometimes you just need to know that somebody is going through pain along with you. You're not the only one suffering, grieving. You know, you're not the only one hurting. You're not the only one confused. You're not the only one enraged or angry, disappointed, heartbroken. You're not the only one. We getting through it together. All them things that I mentioned, that's what I am. That's what I am. But we got a supreme information, a body of knowledge called the Supreme Wisdom, teachings by God in person, Master Father Muhammad, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that you can get through all of that. You can get over all of that, and you can see the value and actually be grateful and thankful for that level of trial and tribulation if you got this, this revelation, this real knowledge of God and self to refer to. That's going to build all of those things up into diamond material. You're going to be like a precious piece of jewelry with all kind of, princess cuts and all kind of VVS cuts and all kind of precious metals and precious stones. All of that stuff that you've been suffering, that you're still suffering right now, is diamond material. That's jewel material. That's the jewel of God material. You just need the right jeweler, the right information to put it together. Because otherwise, it just look like a mess. Otherwise, it just look and feel like a mess. You don't know what to do with it. You don't realize that unbreakable piece of stone is a diamond. You think that's a curse. You think that's a stone or a pebble in your shoe that's just causing a wound that won't ever go away and gangrene. When in reality, like, that's diamond material. If you know how to take it out your shoe and put it over here and build this with it, then Lee's way. Salute Lee's way. Madame, what about time? Yeah. Oh yeah, time is definitely more important, but time can be a curse. If you inhale, you don't like time. If you inhale, if you suffering, time is your worst enemy. You be trying to end it all or something. You know what I'm saying? So time could be your best friend, the best blessing, or time can be your worst curse if you inhale. If you inhale, you want time to be over with. Ramadan, he say sanity, mental health is more important than having money. Having sanity. Yeah, sanity is relative. A lot of people think that we crazy. A lot of people think that I'm crazy because I believe in the knowledge of self. I believe in humanity. I believe in the human being as the supreme being. So some people think that I'm insane for that. So, sanity has to be shown and proven. Which one of us is, which one of the people or the body of knowledge is actually true and provable. That's going to determine who's really sane and who's insane, unsound. That's all insane means, is unsound mentally. If you believe that you're free and you should be able to be free to do anything you want and go against the laws of natural creation and nature, then that's insane. But in this world, that's called sane. That's called free. That's called democratic or liberal or whatever. Land of the free. And in my understanding, that's land of the insane. Green Light Show, peace to you. K Solo, pleasing God is more important than money. I absolutely believe that, but we would have to show and prove who God is. Because we are pleasing God right now. Somebody, like if it's the God of this world, the God of wickedness, and we doing wickedness, we pleasing that God. You gotta be specific about which God you're talking about. What is it? Is it a person? Is it a righteous person? What laws, is pleasing to that God? So yeah, we gotta be specific over here. Ahmad Jabril, definitely need money to reproduce in this world. Really? Do you? When did that start? So money determines whether or not your testicles work. You said definitely need money to reproduce in this world. Wow, Ahmad, thought you was a lot wiser than that. Those are absolutely false sentences. Absolutely false. DJ Albums, peace. Doing great work. Every time I see you live, I always watch. Man, salute. Thank you, DJ Al. Thank you, man. Blessing to have you over here and just sharing the information with you and sharing your information with us. Machiavelli Awake 89. Salute. Salute. Hit the like button. Absolutely. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay, Solo. Learning how to control your energy is a blessing to be able to do. Right. That's more important than money. Control, which is mastery, a form of mastery of self. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by your energy, but any part of yourself that you're learning to control, money can't do it for you. Money cannot discipline you. Money cannot do nothing for you. Money is a symbol. Money is a symbol, something that we gave value to. Money can do nothing for you. Money is just a symbol that we agreed represents something of value. Money is powerless. Money can do absolutely nothing. So money don't help you reproduce. Money don't create. Money don't destroy. Money don't do nothing. People do that. People that believe in money. People that agree that money represents worth and value. It's people that's doing it. People is believing in that. People is putting that above human life and relationships. I'll delete my unborn child because of some money. Or I'll delete another dude or whatever, you know what I'm saying, over money. No, that's people problems. Money don't got no power. People do that. Ahmad, yeah, Holy Quran, chapter 18, verse 46. Wealth and children are the adornments of this world's life, but things that are all virtue, but things that last are the virtuous deeds and are better with the Lord for reward and better for hope. And yeah. Machiavelli Awake, one nation under God. Remember, we're all God's children. Are we? Are we? Just trust and believe in the Alpha and the Omega. No, we not all God's children. That's not accurate. Some of us are devils. Devils aren't God's children. There are actual natural enemies on this planet with human bodies. So we're not all God's children. Christ and the Messiah about to fall back into the ranks. Yeah, I mean, you know, they your ranks. They your ranks. You know what I'm saying? All of this is your information, knowledge. You already know it. God is just merciful. And like you said, I'm all praise and thanks and gratitude is to Allah and his messenger, his Messiah, because we all followers and students in eternal debt for them waking us up. So I'm just a helper, just like you are. We just help remind and repeat the messages and be the best examples that we can be. Show how we all falling short. We all falling short, like the Bible say, of the glory. We all sinning and sinners and whatever, and have been on that. And the world has seen us messing up, and we seen ourselves messing up. So now, you know, we using the rest of our life to the best of our ability to clean up, to outweigh the rest of our life, outweigh the dirt with good deeds and doing good to other people. To other people is that's what we after. The good, do good to others. You know, we already know how to be selfish. We already know how to go for self, and we kind of make a mistake with that saying, do for self, do for self. Yeah, that really means your collective self. Of course, everything, you know, you have to be responsible for feeding yourself and clothing and housing yourself individually. But when we say do for self, it really means your species, self and kind. Do for your kind first. Do for self, because if you help self, you helping your kind. You know what I'm saying? If you love for your people, you love for your brother and your sister what you love for yourself, then you're not gonna hoard. You're not gonna be a hoarder of information or hoarder of plugs and access to this and access to that. You understand that your blessings come and multiply from you sharing it. So I get blessed because I share my wealth. I share what I think I know and understand. I share my experience. It don't mean that you have to agree with it or believe in it, like it, none of that. but I get credit for sharing it because you're going to hear something that you can use. You're going to hear something that resonate with you, something that you always thought or said before, or you was just saying earlier today that's going to get your attention. Like, okay, I know God. I'm not saying Cam is God, but God must be using him because he said something exactly that I just was saying, or I was always thinking, or I grew up, or I had a dream. And this, like, so when God used somebody to get your attention like that, it's not like you're supposed to follow me. It's just he's saying, listen, this little instrument is saying something that you probably should listen to that's dealing directly with you and what you're trying to accomplish in your life. So we all gods. We all children of the Most High God. We all not channeling, but we all transmitting and receiving the one God. It's only one God, but he got unlimited vessels. He got unlimited bodies, unlimited houses or temples, organic temples, meaning human beings that he lives in. And he got a supreme individual body also. So it's the same mind, the same being, the same energy, the same soul, but reproduced or dispersed throughout billions of people on this planet. So yeah, the nation, this is your information. This is not some cult organization. See, y'all in the nation such and such, so y'all Muslim. No, this is you. This is your information. The white, black, brown, red, yellow, this is your information. So Allah is all righteous people. Every righteous person is Allah. But out of all of Allah, there's grades and ranks. There's a supreme, dominant genetic species of Allah. And then there's a specific individual that is Allah in the individual person. That's the supreme of all of it. But all of it is you. All of it is just different ranks and levels and expressions of you and what we're trying to return to as individuals. K Solo, you're talking about knowledge. Almost died of alcohol poisoning the day before my graduation day in '87. God is the greatest. Yep. We're here for a reason. We're here because we got testimonies. We've been tested and tried, and we being tested and tried, and we being tried and tested with money, with money, or the lack of it. Test the money. BL, salute, BL. Big Adrian X Martinez, salute. Wrench Mob God Squad. Yusuf Arline, where your wrench? Yusuf? Oh yeah, that's on my page. So yeah, because I don't control this page, but yeah, I got to find out what's going on this page. Yusuf. Mustafa Jacob. I mean, is zinc a good supplement to take? I just bought some zinc a few minutes ago. Well, with AAA, when AAA sent me this little cash app, I went immediately before the store closed and bought some zinc. Zinc is absolutely essential. Zinc, vitamin D3. Zinc, vitamin D3, magnesium, vitamin C, K2, fish oil, vitamin B1, all the B complex, but zinc, absolutely. For immune system, absolutely. Everybody should have zinc in not just in your cabinet, but keep it in your car, keep it in your purse. Zinc is absolutely essential. Machiavelli, straight like that. Peace and love is a special gift that doesn't cost a thing. Absolutely. Far more important than money. Money is illusion. Money is a symbol that we just allowed or agreed or allowed somebody else to make us believe that it was valuable. Money is not valuable. People are valuable. People is the new currency or what's in people's head. what people understand, what people know how to do. That's the real money. Whatever you pay for, you paying for it because somebody did it. Somebody know how to do it. Somebody grew some food, know how to farm it, know how to harvest it and pick it and drive it to a grocery store. Somebody knew how to do that. You're paying for people. Money is a symbol of the value of people. What people know how to do. People know how to build a house. People know how to fix a car. People know how to drive a bus or drive a truck. People. Nothing more important in this life than people. Money is not more important than people. So if you treat money better than you treat people, you already are a devil worshiper and you lost. And you already have cursed yourself. And that's something that we need to repent from and change our ways. Because we already cursed. If we violated somebody for money, if we violated, disrespected, or eliminated, or whatever people or a person for money, we lied to somebody for money, then we already cursed ourselves. So we all under the curse. We all under the curse. Insane Wayne, Third Ward, money has no value in the kingdom of the Most High, right? And the kingdom of God is where? Excellent sentence. So let me finish it up with the question. According to what the Bible say, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God is where? Insane Wayne said money has no value in the kingdom of God. Okay, where is the kingdom of God? In you. The kingdom of God is not in space, not in the afterlife, not in the sky, not in the clouds. The kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So money is supposed to have no value within you. People have value. Other kingdoms of God, other people is the value. That's the currency. That's the wealth. Other people. Love and doing for other people what you would want done for yourself. That is the currency. That's the currency of the next world. And the next world is already started. The kingdom of heaven is some of us is already in it. The hereafter has already begun. Hereafter don't mean after world Armageddon and all of that and the devils is destroyed off the planet. That's the final phase. The beginning phase, the beginning stage of hereafter, the hereafter or the garden or heaven on earth is right now. As soon as you kick the dragon out your head. Soon as you kick all them false ideas and concepts and false worshiping and false, values that you got from Satan, that you got from the slave master, that you got from the people that enslaved us, your heaven or your hereafter, your peace, your bliss begins right there while you live. Yeah, it's still going on the outside, but, a table is laid or prepared for you in the midst of your enemies. I don't care what's going on outside. The devil ain't going on in here. The devil ain't running nothing in here. I casted the dragon out of here, out of this kingdom. The devil don't run nothing. The dragon don't run nothing in my kingdom. So when I hear other people saying how much they value money or fame or whatever, is going on in the devil, in the dragon's definition, the dragon's world, I just be like, shaking my head. Well, let me just go and pull out my sword and slay your little dragon for you and show you. He might grow back. I'll cut his tail off for you and let you see what it is. He gonna grow it back if you let him. But yeah, kingdom of God is in you. Machiavelli 8-9, your energy, your aura, your self-awareness through negativity is a lot of emotion. It's a lot of emotions that run through mind and body and soul. I don't know about that one. That's you kind of lumping a lot of different things together as though they're the same thing. We're flesh and blood, identifiable, measurable human beings made out of specific material. So energy, negativity is a natural force. The negative force, we wouldn't have no electricity if it wasn't for the negative side of the battery, your car battery. It's a positive side and it's a negative side. So emotions is the problem. Emotions is what we do when we don't have scientific knowledge. We don't have God knowledge that's above emotions. Emotion is a reaction, a result of ignorance. Emotion is, for the most part, if we acting off of emotion, and if emotion is controlling us, and we're not controlling emotion, that means we're ignorant. We're ignorant about the laws of creation. So we function more off of emotion than off of knowledge. Emotion is not knowledge. Emotion is actually a liability without knowledge. Emotion is supposed to back up divine, proven, provable knowledge. So emotion is the problem. That's why we in the condition that we in, because we got emotions and we don't got knowledge. We destroyed for the lack of knowledge, not the lack of emotion, not the lack of feeling, not the lack of belief, not the lack of imagination, not the lack of desire. We destroy for the lack of knowledge. Knowledge. When you have knowledge, you don't have fear and all them emotions like that because you understand what's going on. Cousin Pookie on the couch, salute. Salute. K Solo, but seek ye first the kingdom of God. Yeah, that's that's for people that's into the Bible. But now once the Bible is being debunked and being proven to be tampered with, our people don't want to go by that no more. That's why I refer to the Bible a little bit. I refer to the Quran a little bit, but I know now our people is so new age and so hip and so rebellious against everything now that they're gonna reject that. They're going to go with the Bible or the Quran until, it comes to some disciplines that they don't like. Then they're going to like, well, I don't really do religion. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get them in the corner and hold them accountable, oh, this is a part of the book that's going to hold me accountable. I don't do religion. I don't do Christianity. I was raised Christian, but I don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? I was raised Muslim, but I don't really believe in it. I'm spiritual. I ain't religious. They're going to hit you with all of that. So even though that's true, but that's why I try not to really do the scripture thing too hard, because our people just gonna, bob and weave and say I ain't into that. Demetrius, salute, tapping in from the shy, salute. SD, the power to forgive oneself and others is a power ashamed to say I don't possess at the moment. You don't presently possess, or you don't fully manifest it. You possess it, but you probably don't exercise it. It's just like the power of sabir or patience. That's something we're not born with. No human being is born with patience, just like no human being is born with knowledge. It's specific things that you got to go after, that you realize I have to develop this. So the power to forgive oneself is something that if just the fact that you're aware of it, it's valuable. And that's something that you got to practice. You got to exercise. So half of the battle is just acknowledging it. So you halfway there already. So you do possess it. We got to be careful about what we declare. I don't possess this. Like, no, you don't know what you possess. You're just not willing. You're not willing. And you're not willing probably based on trauma. You know what I'm saying? Based on certain temperament, might be vindictiveness or bitterness or heartbreak or rage or anger, but you possess it. You just gotta get enough wisdom and knowledge and information to test to exercise it, to make you want to exercise it. So if you learn the value, just like this is what we're doing right now. So the Quran is always say, Allah is the most merciful or forgiving, the oft forgiving, the oft returning to mercy, the forgiver. Once we test it out, because as males, we be feeling like a punk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of once somebody telling you that you should forgive, it's better for you to forgive. You can retaliate, but you would get more points and more stripes and build more character and erase more sins if you forgive, because you want to be forgiven. So the way that we hold somebody else accountable and ain't willing to forgive them, then God can do us the same way. Or somebody, that's above us in rank or authority or benefits, or they might have the keys to our life and death in a certain situation, and they're gonna do us the same way we wasn't willing to forgive somebody else. So, once you see the value of it, then it's easier for you to do. But some people ain't supposed to be forgiven. So it ain't a broad stroke brush. It's a case by case basis. God got enemies that he ain't gonna forgive. I got enemies that I ain't gonna forgive. It just depends on what the crime is. Safi Ali, peace. Safi Ali. Madan, salute. Do you think loyalty is better than money? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like money is, like I said, money is just a symbol. Money is not real. Money is not real. It's people that agree that money is worth something. So any human quality is more important than money. Any human quality, any quality of the human being, especially it's a righteous quality, is more important than any amount of money. That's like people say, well, would you do this 304, or would you do this rainbow would you do a male rainbow movie for $1 billion? $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? If you even would entertain that, you know what I'm saying, then you already still lost because the fake symbol called money is not going to erase the deed that you did. It's not going to heal the wound that you just did to your soul. You can sell your soul for $2 or you can sell your soul for $1 billion, but your soul has still been sold for something called money. So, yeah, loyalty depends on what we loyal to, who we loyal to. Devils, Satans and devils know that loyalty is more important than money. Even wicked loyalty. Secret society, tricknology, brotherhood, skull and bones, Illuminati loyalty is more important than money. That's how they was able to get money. That's how they was able to rule the world, by a certain loyalty and dedication to wickedness or to righteousness. So yeah, absolutely. Loyalty is absolutely more important than money. Insane Wayne. Well, I'm paraphrasing, but doesn't scripture say that a kingdom come, but where here on earth? You talking about the Lord's Prayer? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Heaven is not in the sky. Heaven is here, the heavenly part of your brain, or the heavenly part of the planet. The earth is a heaven. The earth is not flat floor of the universe. The earth is a heavenly body flying around in the middle of space at around 67,000 miles per hour while rotating and spinning at 1,037 and a third miles per hour, with 8 more planets rotating around a sun that's rotating around the will of God. Everything is flying and spinning and rotating. So heaven, like, where is heaven? That's a false belief that we was given through the enemy, teaching us that heaven and hell was somewhere else. Heaven and hell is right here where you catching at. Heaven is where you make it, and hell is where you catch it. It's not after we die, and it's not in the sky. And heaven means it's just like the Bible is symbolic language. It says the dragon was cast out of heaven. There was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and once the dragon saw he was cast out of heaven to the earth, you think this is talking about sky business? No, this is talking about it's different parts of the human being. The heavenly part, the dome, the king dome, this is the heavenly part, right? And the earth is the lower part, the bodily part, the body part. Antonio, thank you. I got your cash app. Thank you, Antonio Torado. Thank you. The heaven is the the part that's supposed to rule the earth, rule the body. This is the throne. This is the kingdom, right? So as it is in heaven, you're supposed to bring what was here down to the earth. Your will is in heaven, right? So your mind is supposed to conquer the body. You know what I mean? You're supposed to conquer your appetite, the lower regions, especially below the navel, because that's the gravitational pull that got the whole world stuck on a low level. That appetite, that stomach, and that box, and that sexual organs. So, on earth as it is in heaven. In other words, in your body as it is in your brain. Money became more important when the people of the opposite race became the rulers of this, material world. We're material. There's nothing wrong with material. All of creation is material. Material is not demonic. Material is divine. We are material beings. Nothing wrong with being materialistic, because you made out of material. All of the creation, and look up in the sky. Go get you a telescope. That's material. So we supposed to be materialistic, but we supposed to be righteous. We supposed to learn the laws of truth and love that created the material and that holds the material and grows the material. We supposed to be righteous caretakers of the material, of the garden, whether it's the garden of this planet or the garden of the cosmic nursery, the universal nursery, the garden of new plants and galaxies and solar systems. So all of that material is absolutely God, divine. But once this devil race of people, their mentality, what they was allowed to do, because we gave them power and dominion, and we went to sleep and we let them rule our creation for 6 days or 6,000 years according to their opposite nature, their opposite desires. Their nature is the opposite of ours. Their nature is from below. Ours is from above. They don't love what we love. Like Farrakhan said, such and such heaven is the such and such hell. So we got to understand the reality of opposites. Opposites exist. We see positive and negative. They in conflict. They, they cause friction. Machiavelli, that's one of the reasons why I said learning how to control your energy is a gift. I'm just talking about specifically saying the language, because energy is too vague. I understood what you meant, but our people need to have specific words, a specific categorization. We have to categorize and give them each thing they specific identity and specific definition. We can't lump it together. I understood what you mean, but I just know the people don't, and that's what I'll be over here trying to just break everything down and separate it and give it, its own identity and definition. So that way it's easier to conceptualize, it's easier to visualize how they work and how they put together. So spirit is not soul, and soul is not mind, and mind is not thought, and thought is not intelligence, and intelligence, and instinct can be two different things. So I like to just separate it all and let us just focus on one specific thing at a time and get a good comprehension of it, and then move to the next thing. So that's all I'm doing. Clear Vision Media, walaikum salam, peace to you. Say guru. Writing exactly as usual. Thanks for going, man. That's all. I'm just trying to show how easy and how critically thinking that we can exercise it, because if you understanding me, then you get it. If you understanding me, that means you already on this level or you above this level. but I just want to practice this language with people that's not familiar with it. Or if you are familiar with it, it's refreshing just to hear somebody speaking in the language that you always understand, that you was thirsty for, you hungry for, man. Like, I'm tired of talking to these dummies and these, these zombies every day at work or at school or in my homies or whatever. Sometimes you want to recharge your battery and listen to somebody or communicate with somebody that gets it. Right. I'm not saying that I'm on your level. You might still be feeling like I'm a zombie or whatever in certain things, but at least, I'm flexible. I'm reasonable. You can reason with me. I'm hard-headed and firm in certain things, but in other things, like, I'm open-minded and I understand that God is in you too and speaking through you. So I'll be listening, for my Lord coming through y'all's keyboard or y'all's words. So that's what I do. I just do this because I know me. I know I be dealing with so much mental death and ignorance all day that I'll be wanting to come, to just come talk to people that understand, that get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're like, man, I just need, even if I don't participate, I just be quiet and just, watch people that I know they talking, sane, or they talking spiritually or mentally conscious enough. And I'm like, whew, man, I was holding my breath all day. I need to breathe. I need to breathe some consciousness conversation sometime. I'm in Ra. Money is just a tool in this life. Absolutely. Money is only supposed to be a tool. It's only a symbol. It only just supposed to represent goods and services or intellectual this or property. It's just a symbol. It's just a symbol. So, tool, I understand what you mean. It's more of a symbol than a tool, because it don't do nothing. A hammer is a tool. A pencil is a tool. A spatula, a wrench or something is a tool. You can actually do something with it. Like, it's built a certain way. That money is just an idea. Money is just an idea, a symbol that you can't grab a piece of paper and fix nothing with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just symbolizes something. Money has no value. No value. At least gold and silver and stuff like that, and jewels and quartz crystals had those could be considered tools, because those actually had, medicinal properties or transmit electricity or transmitting thought or transmitting soul or spirit properties. You know what I'm saying? They hold data. Crystals hold data, but money don't hold nothing. Well, money don't do nothing. Money is a straight scam. Insane third war. I see what you're saying. Appreciate it, man. Likewise. Shugil one, salute. Ramadan Mubarak. Man, peace and blessings. Also, Shugil one wishes all of y'all in the chat a blessed Ramadan and just a blessed, day and month. We are day 11 on the fast and on our reading and on our praying for Ramadan, the Muslim world, 2 billion people. But most of them, might be ignorant and just following tradition. They doing righteousness, they practicing righteousness, but they might not know, they might not have the knowledge of God or the knowledge of self. They still get credit. They still get reward for doing righteousness. But we got to be more than that. We got to be more than tradition followers or ritual followers today. We got to actually have the knowledge and understanding, the wisdom, be able to show and prove who and what, where, when, how, and why God and us are. The knowledge of God is the knowledge of you and me. The knowledge of self is the knowledge of God. We need to know who God is. We need to know who Shaitan or Satan or the devil is. We need to know what heaven is, what hell is, what life is, what death is, what money is, what creation is, what real wealth is versus what, fake wealth is. So salute Shugil. One. Azim, salute. Azim Shabazz. That name alone, we already know that Azim is working with knowledge and wisdom of God and self. A good name like that Azim Shabazz is better than gold. Anybody that got the name Shabazz is on a different level. You know, if you appreciate that name and you are promoting that name, because we all have to get out of our slave master's name, our conquistador's name, a slave master's name, enemy's name, conqueror's name. All of us should shed that. We still use it. I still use it, like on my Cash App. You'll see my slave name. I honor the first name, which is Craig, you know what I'm saying? Because my mother, may Allah be pleased, gave me that name. But the slave name, no, that's just an alias now. That's just an alias. That's not my name. My name is Abdul Mueed Muntakim Muhammad. Cam Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? My name is not Miller. My name is not no slave name. We should all rush. That should be the first thing we do. You don't have to go check with the government. No, the government didn't check with you when they took your name, when they took your language, when they took your bodies. You got to check with no government. No, my name is no longer that. You know what I'm saying? My name is this. Yeah. That simple, that quick. Get out that devil's name. Shugil, yeah, fiat currency is a big issue, but getting people to see past it is really difficult. Well, they finna see it's not gonna be too difficult when it collapses. When Trump helps it to collapse, and then everybody gonna be scrambling. Like I said, this whole pandemic, the last 5 years, that pandemic was a test run. It's gonna get, all this finna collapse, and everything we was holding dear and worshiping and believing in is gonna be snatched right from up under us, and then we're gonna be panicking. So why not start now? Why not practice not valuing it now? So when it really do collapse, you're not shocked. You're not in shock. You're not gonna die because you don't know what to do. Antonio, thanks again, Antonio. Peace to you. Keep up the good work. Always giving opportunities to be, man. Thank you for supporting what I'm doing. And without you and without y'all, I can't do it. So just like I said, just paying attention and paying, respect mutually. That's the greatest help. That's the greatest support. That's the greatest pay and charity. But for what you did and what y'all do on the Cash App side of the game, that's the extra blessing, and that's what I'm. Not only am I exercising and practicing my enemy challenges, after Ramadan is over, challenging enemies who disrespect and disbelieve in Farrakhan and he's teaching in the nation, to challenge them to a showdown. To invoke the curse of Allah or God or whoever on which one of us is the liar. I also do that. I don't have to wait until Ramadan is over to also invoke the blessings of those who bless me and who help us over here. So all of y'all that be on the live, man, I'm praying for y'all every day, every night. And I don't know what good things happen, you know what I'm saying, in your life every day, what blessings, what protections happen, what close calls that you can see clearly that God protected you from. But I know my prayers work. I know my prayers work, and I know your prayers and your blessings work just as much as tuning in is helping me, and any little cash apps or super chats or whatever. Of course, that's you doing that for real in real time. So why wouldn't God, or why wouldn't I, or somebody that claim that they know God or that's exercising God, wouldn't do it right back? You know what I'm saying? With the power that I think that I'm trying to exercise. So I can't tell you, that, you're not doing it for me. And I'm not saying I got no superpowers or whatever, because charity is something that you blessing yourself with. The laws of charity and in the universe, if you give and do good, it's going to come back. So whether I'm praying for it or not, it's still going to happen. But my prayers is going to try to make it happen in real time, just as fast as you help. So I don't know what blessings happen with y'all in y'all life on a daily basis, but those that help me, I take it right to Elijah. I take it right to the Father. Please bless them manyfold, heal them, protect them, forgive them. Anybody that's blessing me, Father, bless them. So I ain't trying to be over here on no religious stuff, but I'm just telling you this is how I get down. Anything that y'all do have ever did, I'm taking it to my Father who art in heaven. Hallowed be his name. So, but that's religious talk, but I'm just letting you know that, how much I don't play about when y'all help me in any kind of way. Antoine, salute. Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. Insane Wayne. Speaking of fasting, I'm trying my hand at a hunter's diet. Wish me luck. I'm not familiar with that. What is a hunter's diet? Was it like intermittent fasting? I never heard of a hunter's diet before. Shugel Cam, is there a difference between someone bearing the second name Muhammad or the second name Shabazz? I'm not sure. Not sure. You talking about where do it come last in the name, or do it come second in the name, or what order the name is? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, it don't matter as long nothing is supposed to come after the name, the name Allah. So if your name is, Azim Shabazz Allah, nothing is supposed to come after Allah. Allah is the final, so you don't name yourself Allah Shabazz or something Allah Muhammad. No, the final, there's nothing that can come behind Muhammad. And if it's a holy name, if it's a name of Allah, then it's supposed to begin with Abdul, which is servant of, or slave of, willing slave or servant of Allah, or this direct holy name. But yeah, Muhammad could be a first name or Muhammad could be a last name, but Allah can only be a last name. Knowledge. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches that trails help to develop our faith in God. Trails? Oh, you mean trials? Trials? Yeah, trials, absolutely. Tests and trials, hard trials. The harder the trial, the stronger the results. Knowledge. My name is Abdul Muhammad. Brother Ken, absolutely. There it is. Yeah, you already got a holy name, so you know better. You just a prodigal son. You just was the prodigal son. It's a crown and a robe, a holy robe and crown waiting for you when you come back. You know what I'm saying? But you can't delay. You're already back. I'm talking about physically, if when you get physically back into the mosque, but you're already back mentally. If you over here in these chats, you're already back. But I understand it's a process, but yeah, it ain't nothing to it. Yeah, if your name is already Abdul Muhammad, there's nothing else to be said. You know what you're supposed to do. You're already on your way back. Big Harv, we are blessed for your diligence to come out every night. People are really lucky, man. I'm lucky. I'm lucky that that you even get it, because it'll just be, I just be getting tomatoes threw at me. You know what I'm saying? I just be getting spit on it. If y'all didn't understand it, if y'all didn't comprehend what I'm talking about, then what would be the point? So the blessing is mutual. Please understand that. The blessing is mutual. Like a mother and a child, like when a mother breastfeed, not saying that's what I am, but if I'm helping to feed it, if I got a can or a cup or a glass of the mother's milk, what I'm saying? It's not my milk, it's the mother's milk, but I'm helping to feed, the babies or whatever. The mother gets benefit from nursing. The mother gets healthy. It improves the mother's character and immune system to be feeding the child and receiving the love and the appreciation and seeing the nourishment that the mother is being used to bring to the family or whatever. So it's definitely a two-way street. I don't know what grade I'm in. I don't know what my role really is. Still trying to find out, but I'm finding out in the process. This is something that me and my brother T, what I'm saying, Wala, Taja Khan, I don't know if you want to, but that's something that we talk about every day. We've been talking about it and working and building on it for 34 years. We came in the mosque together. 1991, Compton Mosque, Compton FOI, both got our X 1991. And this is something we've been building on. We didn't have a lot of stars and angels or whatever come and go, but we still at it by Allah permission, and y'all able to benefit, from it, 30 something years worth of experience or whatever. It's not the best. I'm not the best. We not the best, but we not the worst. We have some accomplishments in this work. We have some successful accomplishments in this labor. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing for y'all to be able to, benefit from it and see any value in it. You can take the good part and throw away the part that don't mean nothing to you. Throw away the bones. Just eat the best part of the fruit that you can get from whatever I be talking about, and throw the rest out if you need to. Excuse me. Ishmael Wilson. Wilson is my slave name. Yeah, my name is Ishmael Kareem Muhammad. Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. See, the guys be in disguise. You know what I'm saying? That's how Master Farrakhan Muhammad did it. He called himself all kind of alias names, and we doing the same. We following his path. Salute Ishmael, the holy name, Ishmael Kareem Muhammad. Man, it don't get much better than that. So that's way more important than all of the wealth, all of the gold and jewelry and, so-called fame and whatever that the world got to offer. If you really got that name and you got it the right way, you got it because you wanted it, you embracing it, and you promoting it because you understand it, you love it, you value it. Because some of us got these names and we don't like, and we trying to hide it. Like, I don't want to be no Muslim. I didn't choose this. My mama, my daddy or whatever put this weird name on me. I don't like it. Some of us is on that time. But if we on the time where we embracing the name of God and we know that we are the little gods, man, you the greatest winner. That's the great grand achievement, to get a name of God the right way. Even though we slipping and sliding and we do our dirt, when we come back home, boy, we got that crown with our name on it still. You just got to rush back home because grace is over. I ain't talking about you, Ishmael, but those of us that is out there slipping and sliding on that oil, on that box. Come on back. Hop back in the bathtub, in the shower, because that's what I'm doing. KM, salute. Sean Ruffner, peace to the chat. Mustafa Jacob, do you think we can use telepathy? We do it every day. You do it every day. The nation, though, teachings, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings get specific about it, though. It's not something I'm going to go into, because I'm not saying that I'm no master in it, but that's our natural ability. Telepathy is our natural ability. And it only works if you eating right, if you eating healthy. The less you eat, the less we eat, meaning eat one meal a day or one meal every 2 days or one meal every 3 days. If you can get to one meal every 3 days and just stay there, you will become a master of telepathy and more. And more. But if you're just asking about telepathy, yeah, you'll be a master of telepathy. Yeah. This is why the United States government and other governments, Europe and Russia and all of them, they got secret psychic soldier programs. They got telepathy programs. They know remote viewing and out-of-body travel and all that stuff is real. Look up remote viewing. That's our ability, our natural ability. They can't only get but so far because their motive is wicked. They be trying to recruit, finding like little autistic children that they know is innocent, and tricking them into, tuning up on something or viewing this and viewing that and trying to gather intel and information, through innocence. But that, the gods know that's what they're doing. But yeah, they know that science is absolutely in use right now. Yeah. And this is back in the 70s. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said 1 out of every 100 of us got that ability just out the gate. And a lot of us don't even understand. A lot of us go kind of crazy and, kind of have psychic, not psychic, but psychological problems because we have telepathy and we hear voices and we hear conversations and we think we're going crazy. No, you actually listening to certain people. Yeah. So yeah, now that's an absolute science, a true science. Uncle Big Man, salute, man. Good to see you. You helped me personally understand certain things better and have helped me with my growth and development. Also, to never stop the quest for wisdom and Christ consciousness. Absolutely, big man. You my loved one. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but love and respect, mutual on some warrior soldier time. But it's a blessing, man. It's just a blessing to be a instrument. It's a blessing to be an instrument of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? For the Most High, which is in y'all. So it ain't nothing better for me to be doing with my life and my time than this work right here, and especially hopefully in a entertaining way or in a way that keep you company. That like I said, some of us is lonely and we, instead of turning on the TV and listening to some drama reality show mess or some beef on the internet, we going to sleep with the TV on or with the internet on. I'd rather you go to sleep, with this on, even if you don't participate, man. Just let this be your company. Let this be the conversation or the frequency of information that you go to sleep to, because you ain't got to worry about no demonic nightmare material seeping into your subconscious when you sleep or before you go to sleep. So hopefully, what I'm saying, I'm helping to diffuse that demon frequency energy or that demon content and putting some God content in your brain before you go to sleep. What department do you go to change your name? The same department that they went to take your name. Same department that the white man went through to take your name as slaves. And that is no department. They didn't do none of that to take your name. You ain't got to do none of that to give it back to them. You ain't got to check in with nobody. Just tell them this is my name now. This is my name. Just like Muhammad Ali. No, sir. Mr. Clay, Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, sir. I ain't got it on your paper. I ain't got to come check in with you. That's not my name. That's your name. Clay is your name. Ali is my name. My parents didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? I was under duress. Or what you said, I signed. Somebody gave me something that was they wasn't in their right mind. They was unsound. That's not my name. My name is this. And you just keep saying it every day. If you get a woman, do you got to go to the State Department or the Capitol or the government to say this is my woman, this is my baby mama, this is my wife? Well, yeah, well, she's not really a wife if the white man don't say it. Like, nah, yeah, sorry for you, but I know that's not what you mean. But long story short, you're the department. You're the department that you got to go to change your name. Insane Wayne, you basically fast for 3 days and repeat the process. Absolutely, yep. Fast for 3 days, and of course, take your vitamins when you do eat. You drink water every day though. Drink water as much as you can. Drink water, stay hydrated. But as far as physical food, if you can get to 3 days, yeah, that's just your norm. And I'm not saying start out like that. Start out trying to master one meal a day. That might take you a year, 6 months, something like that. Just do it at your pace to where you feel like, this feel comfortable, that, my metabolism adjusted to it, my body adjusted to it, my mind adjusted to it. And then just go a little longer, go one every other day. Try that out for a week or two or something, see how you feel. Just gradually ease into it. You ain't got to, go rush into it. Just gradually ease into it like anything else, and you'll feel the difference. But when you do eat, if you eat one meal a day or one meal every other day or one meal every 2 days, 3 days, whatever, make sure that the meal is you get full and it's so vitamin and mineral and nutrient rich and packed, meaning it's the best of food. It's kosher, halal, organic, everything, and then take vitamin supplements with it. So find out, what you might be deficient in. You might be deficient in iron, magnesium, zinc, all of the immune stuff, but it's especially the vitamins and minerals. You might want to go get like a little panel, a blood panel, a blood work, and find out what vitamins and minerals that you're deficient in. Vitamin D3, vitamin B complex. Learn about your body, and then when you do eat one meal a day, then hit them vitamins along with that meal. Mm-hmm. I say the harder the lesson, the better it's learned. Yeah, same thing you said, but yeah. Sure, yeah, well, I understand now. I see some people bearing the last name Shabazz and some people with the last name Muhammad. Or they different tribes, or is it based on rank? No, it's same thing. It's based on the names are based on mostly as based on attributes or characteristics. So if somebody's name is Rahman, um, that means the beneficent. If your name is Rahim, that means you're merciful. Your name is Sabir or whatever, that means you're patient. So whatever your personality trait, like your strongest personality trait, you might be loving or kind or, patient or merciful or avenger or, whatever your personality is, most likely, that's the name of God that, that's the most prevalent. So you would be Abdul Rahman or Abdul Rahim or Abdul Salim or Abdul Sabir. So, and Muhammad is just a general last name because we all, Muhammad just means one praised much, praiseworthy and praised much. And Muhammad also means war or warrior. So life is war as long as the devil is here, right? So we at war. We was at war when we was born. We was struggling. War just means holy struggle, right? To struggle. Struggle is ordained. War is ordained. So war is not an evil thing. War is not a bitter thing or traumatic, this and that. War just means struggle. We constantly struggle. We constantly at war, especially if we know there's a devil that still is in power and has influence over us. So that's all them names mean. So you can have various different names. It don't have nothing to do with rank. It don't have nothing to do with rank. Machiavelli awake. Salute to you, man. Blessings to you and your family as well. And like I said, God in you, be pleased. Be blessed. This is your information. You don't have to be a Muslim or nothing like that, man. Anything you want to know, if you want to shout out any business, anything that you're doing, any of y'all feel free to get on here and shout it out, or let me know and I'll shout it out for you. Give us your cash apps or your PayPal, or give us your website or your social media. Use me while you can use me. Use me. You know what I'm saying? For however many people be watching, we don't need a lot. If we just support our own, any business you got going, I want to support it. Because we don't need to do them big chain Walmart or Target and all of that. They trying to boycott that anyway, but we supposed to look for our own people's business to support. Even if we got to go across town, even though we got to, get online and order it or whatever, I'd rather buy from you than from these enemies. So any business y'all got, anything y'all got, use me to promote it. Majbrew, have you ever done music with 50 Cent? Nah, I never done no music with 50 Cent. No. Ishmael, sir, is there another way to donate? I don't have Cash App. I might have a PayPal. Let me see. I think I got a PayPal. And that's not, of course, that's not an obligation. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. The best charity is just listening and sharing your thoughts and sharing the video with somebody, a conversation piece in a barbershop or something like that. But yeah, I appreciate either way the gesture. But yeah, this is a PayPal. I don't even know if it worked, but I think it's still cracking because I never really use it. Uncle Big Man, salute. Understood. Crystal clear, bro. All good. Insane. I was explaining that the hunter's diet as well as I was saying. Oh, okay. Got you. Say you named a lot of my uncle's names. Yeah, that's right. Supreme Touch, Muhammad, right here, day in, day out. That's what I'm saying. Muhammad, praise much, praiseworthy warrior. Muhammad is one of the best names. Is one of the best names. The most modern that we know, the most modern, up to date name of Allah though is Farrakhan. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that the most modern name that we've been given that we know of to date is Farrakhan? That's a modern name of Allah. So what does that mean? What does modern mean? So you saying Allah is growing? Allah is evolving? Allah is perfecting himself? Absolutely. We taught that Allah taught us that the creation, which is approximately 76 to 78 trillion years old, meaning the first creation being Allah's form, the very first one of us, was created or self-created so many trillions of years ago. Man, let me just leave that alone. Wali Muhammad. Wali. That's a holy name. Means friend, protecting friend. Wali is another holy name of God. Means protecting friend. Wali 100 salute. King Z, I make body oils with a twist. Man, well, we need to know about it. We need to know how to buy them. Put the link in the chat, King Z. Stop playing. You've been on here all this time and never told me that, never said that. You tripping. You tripping. Oh, E.F. Hutton. E.F. Hutton in the building. Elijah Farrakhan. All right. Young model who will beat the brakes off of you. My young bro, you know what I'm saying, looking like a pretty boy until you violate him, and he gonna evil Knievel you and break every bone in your body. Ramadan Kareem, man, good to see you. Love you, bro. Ramadan Kareem. Everybody follow my brethren, my young brethren, Elijah Farrakhan. He got both names. He got both DNAs. He been on a lot of pressure, man. My young bro done been through so much. You know what I'm saying? But I love you to life. You know what I'm saying? I love you for your struggle. I love you for your trials and tribulations. I love you for your losses and your wins. Man, beautiful. You're a beautiful soldier. Your imperfections, your slip ups, all of that. Beautiful. blue shoes. Yeah, singing the blues. I'm singing the blues for you, right? All love. But yeah, that's what we do here. We fall down like Donnie McClurkin, but we get up. You like Debo. Yeah, I be falling. When y'all leave, I be getting back up. I get back up again. And I'm delivered, not like the little, flaming hot Cheeto dude. But yeah, man, it's the campaign show. We on here by God's grace every weeknight. And it's not about dwelling on pain. We're not masochists or sadistic or whatever. We understand the value of pain and being a gift, like that nobody wants, but it's a gift. And it's the way to gain. It's the way to wisdom. It's the way to humility. It's the way to sensitivity and empathy. To be sensitive to what our people is going through, because we went through it before them. So when we see them suffering, we be like, oh, let me, I done been through it, and I'm still going through it. I'm still in it, but it's a blessing to be in it with y'all. It's a blessing for me to be going through the trials and the tribulations and the heartaches and the heartbreaks with y'all, with righteous, believing warriors that striving, that struggling like I'm struggling. It's an honor to breathe the same breath with y'all, to live at the same time with y'all, and we get to live at the same time and be named after the Savior. Oh man. So I ain't what I should be, but I ain't what I was. So yeah, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be a member of this nation. It's a blessing for y'all to be a member of this nation, whether y'all know y'all are or not. That's my job to remind you, to let you know, to give you the good news, not just the doom and gloom, but the good news is you are part of this nation. This is your nation. This is your information. Yeah. Adrian, Big Adrian X, Elijah Farrakhan gave me the bean soup recipe directly from the minister chef. Salam alaikum. Yeah. Yeah. We out here, man. We out here. That's all. We just really out here. We ain't no tough guys, no macho men. I heard salute Godfrey. Salute Godfrey, comedian Godfrey, because he be saying certain stuff, talking about the brothers is the muscle and all that. Now we all muscle. We all ministers and we all muscle. We all saviors and we all healers and we all deleters. We all sliders and steppers. So it ain't just one. K Solo, my name Kenya X, Muhammad Miles 26. Oh Lord, they coming out the woodwork. Oh Lord. Yeah, X is a holy name. I mean, just for y'all that don't know, X is a holy name. X is a holy name. It all means that you have acknowledged yourself and your kind and your savior and deliverer, and you're awaiting a specific holy name. But the X still represents your holy name. It represents, of course, that you don't know what it is yet, but it represents that you got one. Yeah. Man, that's a beautiful thing. Ain't nothing better than this information. Ain't nothing better than your nation. Nothing better than this brotherhood. Nothing better than this sisterhood, this nationhood. And it's way more important and valuable than money. Way more important and valuable than money. Oh yeah, that's my bro. That's my brethren. That's my day one soldier from up top, from the Bay. Yeah. Minister Abdul Sabur. Yeah. Yeah. And his son is in LA, I think now, right? Sally, brother Sally. Winning FOI drill competitions. Yeah, man. I love them brothers. Yeah. Yeah, man. Brother Cam been here for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I probably have to hop off of here in a second, maybe about 10 minutes. But anyway, man, I'm just trying to give y'all some good news that y'all are worth more than money. Money is nowhere near valuable compared to you. I don't care if you don't got not a dime in your pocket. You priceless. You're priceless to the God. You priceless to me. You priceless to the believers and to the angels. You priceless. Money is a test or a trial of this life, this world's life, and the devils and the minions and the 304s in it. If they treat you that like you're not valuable or you worthless or you below them because you don't got money, okay, stick with Elijah. Stick with Farrakhan. Get with these teachings. Stick with these teachings and watch what happened in the next few days. This year. Watch what happened this year. Watch what happens to the people that played you like that and watch what happened with you. If you with Farrakhan, if you with these teachings this year, watch what happened with you. Let's put that to the test. That's not a curse. That's a blessing challenge. That's not no invoke the curse of Allah challenge. That's invoke the blessings of Allah challenge. Let's do that challenge. We can do that right now during Ramadan. Watch. And I ain't talking about some symbolic whatever. I'm talking about real blessings that you're gonna be like, oh my God, okay. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. You ain't got nothing to lose. It's just information. It's just your information. It's just your knowledge of self. It's just your knowledge. Your nation is yours. Why not test it? Why not put it to the test? he never had before. Brother T say, after accomplishing C1, ask for C2. $10 profit for studying each word. Ooh wee. And this was 1934. I don't want to go over y'all heads if y'all not familiar with the Supreme Wisdom Lessons by Master Farrakhan Muhammad. It has to do with what's called C1 or English lesson C1 and English lesson C2, not Arabic lesson. You're not making us learn Arabic. You're making us learn English and put these supreme wisdom, supreme revelations in English and be so fluent with delivering his wisdom in English that it'll profit you $10 per word for studying it. And this was back in 1934, $10. Whatever $10 was worth back in 1934. So I don't know how much that would be right now. How much would $10 in 1934, how much would that be worth today? That's how much per word we would get by studying it, right? Per word. So what does that mean? What would you do with it? What would you do if you was rich? If you was rich with money, what would you do for your own health? What would you do for your own health? What would you spend your money on regarding your health and your family's health? Because those that's really in the hereafter and those that have been studying that word have already profited that $10 per word in value. You know, what are you doing with the $10? $10 to do what with it? You know what I'm saying? Are you doing for yourself? Are you doing for your family? Are you using it to go get wisdom? Are you using it to go get more information to give to your wife or your children or your family? Are you using it to inspire you, you know what I'm saying, to fast and pray and experiment with high explosion or experiment with righteous God powers? What would you do with that? Did you trick it off? Our birthright. Oh, yeah. Yeah. T said, since we speaking about money, you know, that after accomplishing C1, ask for C2, $10 profit for work, profit for studying per word. Since we speaking about money, yeah. So obviously, for those that don't know the teachings of the Nation of Islam and the Supreme Wisdom Lessons, because they for registered Muslims only. But the teachings that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did for 40 years after that, you know, he taught way more and he explained the lessons for 40 years and more. He explained much more than the lessons. He explained what we know to be the big UFO called the mother wheel or the mother plane or the mother of planes, which is designed to destroy this devil's, this world, this devil's world, and to replant. It's a whole new civilization, perfected fruits and seeds and perfected germs and perfected eggs and everything of humans and all of the life. That's the literal manifestation or fulfillment of Noah's Ark. Two of all kinds, a pair of every creature, not a grown creature, but you know, the eggs, the genetic material of every kind that's perfected on that ark, on that wheel. And we taught that the cost that Master Farrakhan Muhammad spent in making that is in the early 1900s, the late 1800s and early 1900s. It cost 15 billion in gold back then in the late 1800s, early 1900s. It cost 15 billion in gold, not in dollars, not in silver, not in greenbacks or whatever Abraham Lincoln was using. Gold was the real currency. That wheel cost 15 billion in gold. So, you know, me and Brother T, you know, we used to ask the question, okay, well, we know like it's made out of a material that this world don't know nothing about. So it's not like he purchased the material from somebody. So was the 15 billion in gold and the different stones and jewels and elements that the Bible talking about, jasper stone and beryllium and this and that. Was the wheel actually made out of $15 billion worth of gold? Is the wheel made out of gold, right? Or is parts of the wheel, made out of gold? As well as different crystals and gems and stones and precious, metals and stones, because that's what the Quran say. I mean, the Bible say it's made out of all of those materials. Because you can't manufacture it by no white man's machinery. So why was it 15 billion in gold? Why wasn't it just $15 billion period in paper money? So it's something to think about. When we say money, what is money? $15 in what? $10 per word in what? In fiat, false digits, or $15 in gold? I mean, $10 in gold. So that's something to think about. That's what we need to be focused on. If we really focus on money, if you got a lot of paper money and you haven't converted it into gold, silver, or land, then you finna take a crazy loss. About to take a terrible loss. Whatever money you have, I would suggest and advise and urge you to convert as much of it as possible into gold, silver, and or land. Gold, silver, and land. That's real money. That's real currency. Uncle Big Man, Colloidal Silver, go see Yaki Awaken for a few things. Yeah. I think you pronounce. I mean, you spell his name YAH. Yeah, I've been following him for a little minute now too on a few different things. I think he's in St. Louis. Is he in St. Louis? His clinic. I think he in St. Louis or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, man, money is a thing. I'm not Jay-Z or Jermaine Dupri. Money is a thing. Money is a thing, but it ain't everything. It ain't the greatest thing. It ain't the greatest thing. What the greatest thing is our knowledge, our wisdom, revelation, guidance from the God. That's the currency. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from the God. Guidance from the God. The secret knowledge and information of God that he never revealed to nobody else in history before but us. So if we don't benefit from it, somebody else will, because it's a whole lot of other people that's dying to get their hands on this information, and they're going to do far more with it than what we willing to do. You see that right now with the enemy, reverse engineering all of these so-called UFO technologies. They going after it. They studying after it. We don't even want to study the Quran. We don't even want to study How to Eat to Live book. The devil over there not only studying it, he producing new organisms. He's splicing organisms. He's cracking atoms, making nuclear bombs. He tracking the speed of light and allegedly harnessing light. You know what I'm saying? He's doing all of the stuff we're supposed to be doing. But some of us is doing it. Some of us is on our studies. But yeah, man, I think that's it, I guess. Unless y'all want to talk about something, let me open up the chat real quick, because I didn't do that. I meant to do that. Here's the StreamYard link. If anybody want to hop on and say a few things, or you got some business that you want to advertise or promote, anything you want to say, you free to hit the link and share what you want to share with us. And then otherwise, I'm gonna get on off of here. Here's something. Let me find this. This is something also. Share screen. Yeah, trip this out. How do I get there? We go. This is something I was looking at earlier. while we on this subject. Countries with the largest nuclear arsenal. Countries with the largest nuclear arsenal. These is people that brag about being able to destroy the world so many times over. This is what they spend their money on. This is what they budget. They trillions and trillions of dollar budget per year goes on. It goes on weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction. So we see right here the countries with the largest nuclear arsenal, starting from the least to the most, is North Korea, allegedly, according to this report. North Korea has approximately 30 nuclear warheads. Kim Jong-un, or whatever his name is. Israel has 90 nuclear warheads. India, the Hindus, have 164 nuclear warheads, allegedly. Pakistan, I remember the father speaking about some scientists from Pakistan. Has 170, interesting number, nuclear warheads, allegedly. The UK, which includes England, Great Britain, and I forgot what other one, has 225 nuclear warheads, allegedly. France, Macron, with his transmission old wife, allegedly has 290 nuclear warheads. China allegedly has 410 nuclear warheads. But America allegedly has 5,244 nuclear warheads. But Russia allegedly has 5,899, and 5,900 nuclear warheads. This is where the UFO so-called bombs and the 1,500 bombing planes and all that come in at. All of these cities countries that got nuclear bombs and nuclear warheads, all of them are in checkmate by the so-called UAP phenomenon, which is Master Fard Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and their angels. All of those bombs, them 4,500 bombs, 4,500 bombs, is going to deal with all of this. He said they won't be able to, get off not one of them. He might let them hit each other, but they're not going to hit us. None of that is going to hit us. He said he might let them hit each other. They're not hitting us, though. But just imagine all of that. That's where them trillions of dollars then went to. Uncle Big Man.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Imagine all of that.
Oh, shit. Let me mute the TV.
Turn that background down.
Peace. Yeah. I just wanted to say, you be dropping a lot of knowledge. And elevating brothers' consciousness, and like the brother said, we blessed, we getting some gems. I appreciate your humility, but you're on a grand scale with it. Now I know you saying maybe in comparison to some of the brothers who may have a little more than 34 years, but 34 years of stomping is amazing because, like I said, you re-inspired me to. 10 years of getting knowledge yourself and seeking the God consciousness. And then for 2 years, a brother be over here doing this. Like, man, fuck that shit. Nobody want that. Remember in the 80s and 90s, being woke or whatever they call it now, that was crazy. It wasn't no, unless you was in the nation or maybe 5%ers, you didn't have too many people embracing if you were spitting higher knowledge, higher self-knowledge. And I even learned watching you. My first interaction was in the 80s, was with black men saying they was God, was with the 5%ers, Nation of Gods and Earths. They was the first ones I heard saying that. Then I watched your show and I seen you got the Nation brother on there and y'all was talking about and you was like, that's the FOI, that's the Nation of Islam is the first brothers who was out spewing that knowledge of self that we are God. Okay, I was like, well, I don't agree with that one. I heard the 5%ers first. So my boy came home a little later after I got on your show that evening, and he's like 57-year-old New York cat. So he was a 5%er back before I was born. So I was like, who was the first people talking about the black man as God? He said, Nation of Islam, hands down. I said, oh shit. I was like, yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. I said, I thought it was yeah, the 5%ers, because he was a 5%er since he was like 10. He was like, now cipher. You know how they say. He said, now cipher. No. The Nation of Islam was the first black man saying that we are God. And that's all I want to share. You get a lot of gems like that and much, much more watching your show. You know what I mean? That took me, for I thought I knew from experience. My first experience with hearing that was with 5%ers. So I would have bet, and that was early 80s. I would have bet it was them. But you see what I'm saying? I'm learning a lot of gems. You help my growth and development on a grand scale, and I'll never lay it down now. 10 years of doing it, then you be like, man, fuck that shit, man. I'm over here doing this. And I can see with never ever taking a break, maybe being head of household, all you did, I can tell you was still in them books. You was still studying the degrees. You was still getting that higher knowledge. So it's much appreciated, and it also helps me radiate and glow and freak. What my brother just say? He said you just being on a higher frequency. You helped me do that a lot, bro. So peace and blessings. That's all I wanted to say. Was I learned that the Nation was the first black man saying that from you, and I learned many other things, and we all can if we just watch the Jews and suck them up. No different.
Man. Peace, Uncle Big Man. Peace. Blessings. Yeah, man. We all are the original nation. We all are the original lost found nation of Islam. The 5%er, they used to be called the 5% nation of Islam. But, different things transpired or whatever. And I'm not going to get into that during Ramadan, but that's still our people. That's still the descendant of slaves. Those still the chosen people of God. So, but now is just a time where we have to make a distinction and a separation. If we're not with the authorities or the authors of it, then it's going to have to be a separation. We didn't want it to be, but that's just what time it is at this point. We have to go with the source and the authors and the authority, or we just see how it goes. But it's all blessings. It's all respect, mutual respect. Therapy Radio 808 salute. Digital Soapbox Network. Salute to the panel in the chat. Oh yeah, talking about the wheels. They're gonna wipe the countries out like Europe and Russia, but Allah won't let them hit us. Yeah, that's what we're taught, and that's what we believe. We are believers. I am a believer. I'll say that in the beginning, and I'll say that to the end. I'm a believer. I'm not saying I'm a knower. Some things I do know, but the most things I don't know. So I have to say that I'm a believer. I believe based on what I know, though. My belief is not blind belief. My belief is based on what I know, what I've seen, what I experienced, what I witnessed, what I shared, and what other people have seen and witnessed and shared. So I'm happy to call myself a believer, and my belief is stronger than most people's so-called knowledge. That's why I challenge people's knowledge with my belief. My belief will conquer your knowledge, but I'm not doing that, during Ramadan. But when Ramadan is over, inshallah, and we all still here, I intend to go all the way there. BL Senior, my brethren.
Salute, my brother.
Man, salute.
I didn't want to bring this to you, man, but after Ramadan, we're gonna have to chase down Charleston White and check that clown.
Why you say that? Before you even say that, I still want to hear why, but I don't need to hear why, because
that's why I waited to the end, man, because I was like, should I say something? He almost made me lose it today.
Who, Charleston White?
But, yeah, by what he was saying and putting out there. I don't know if you see it, but if you go through his little his little channels, his little stations. He got one on there talking about Muslims and the nation. And I'm like, if somebody hear this that's on the fence with it, they really, it's gonna make them fall off into the wrong side, man.
Well, no, Allah is the one that puts out piles of doo-doo for any maggots and flies that's attracted to that. If you're attracted to that, then that's what you wanted in the first place.
Okay.
You know, he just make it official. Let me put some doo-doo out there that's speaking directly against me. You know what I'm saying? So whoever wants to go be buzzing around and crawling through this doo-doo and loving it, then they identifying themselves. So that's why after Ramadan is over, it's not even about a challenge, because you know people ain't even gonna show up for no challenge. It's
Right.
gonna be a declaration, just a widespread declaration, and it's like Pharaoh didn't accept a challenge from Moses. He wasn't gonna show up and say, okay, you know, show me the challenge or this and that. He was like, no, I ain't doing it. I don't believe it. I'm continuing doing what I do. So Moses said, okay, I'm gonna call down these curses on you, and you gonna know it came from me.
Okay.
You don't gotta accept my challenge. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right.
It's gonna happen to you anyway.
Right. Yeah. It kind of. I don't know, man. That dude. Sometimes he talk positive. Sometimes he way off in the left field with it.
Well, that's what a Satan is. Satan don't just use 100% lies. He used very accurate, very profound truth, and then mix it with poison.
Right.
That's what a Satan do. So you know, it is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see if grace is not up or not once Ramadan is over. We'll see. Like, I want to see myself. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Charleston Wright is white. I mean, Charleston Wright is white. Maybe Charleston White is right.
Well, it came out. You said it. He might be white. Well,
I'm just curious. I want to see what the guy gonna do myself after you know.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not special. It's just I just happen to be the only one that I know that's talking about calling out these challenges that's mentioned in the Bible and the Quran. And since I'm the only one that I know that's doing that represents the nation, then I may as well, I guess maybe I'm the first one that's supposed to do it. So I'm gonna call out these names and we'll see what happens. If he believes in God, he represent God. Same with Geno Jennings and same with anybody else. You represent God, you believe in God, then I'm calling for the curse.
Right.
Period. You ain't gotta accept the challenge. I'm just gonna say it, and then we just gonna see if God answers what I asked for.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it just touched the nerve, and then I just heard a little voice like, "Hey, man, you supposed to be practicing something else, brother. Don't get at no mind." But it just kept eating at me, like, oh, if he was in my face, you know.
Right.
That's how it made me feel.
Yeah, well, that's fed bait. I've been always saying that, not just about him, but anybody that's that wild and reckless and disrespectful to the Nation of Islam and the leadership, you know, that's fed bait. They already are walking zombies. They already got some private, personal demons or issue or scar on their soul that they already dead. They just waiting to lay down. They want somebody just to lay them down. I'm not gonna we don't put our hands on nobody. I'll put my mind and my will and my prayers on you though, and then we'll see how that works.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing, man, but it was something like, just mention it. Don't get into details, but
yeah,
that's a cold. It's man. That just, like I said, it just ticked me a little bit. It ticked me a little bit.
Well, you heard me for the longest talking about we all been under grace and grace is over, right?
Yeah.
Grace was over February 26th. Grace was over February 26th, but right after February 26th was the beginning of Ramadan, February 28th. So this is just like a final extension of grace. Watch, it might, grace, a lot of things gonna pop off even during Ramadan, but it's not going to be because we calling for it or we doing it.
Right.
You know, this God business, but I can guarantee you as soon as Ramadan is over, these people that was getting away with it and was able to be under grace and talking all of that, while they were still under God's grace, that's over with. So
Right.
I'm anxious to see, what's going to happen and how soon it's going to happen.
I am too now, man. Really, I am, because, like I say, I ain't gonna entertain the evil part of it, but it sure put some evil thoughts about that dude through my mind, and I'm like, ooh, hold up, you tripping, man? You supposed to be on another path, and some trying to pull you over here. You better let it go, and I did. It's just
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like I said, somebody, but you already explained it. If they was leaning that way, that's what they needed to hear to go and fall over there. But the
Yeah.
people that know the truth know that it's not going. So I guess that's why it bothered me. I
Yeah,
guess that's
it's
why it
supposed to
bothered me.
bother you though. That's the spirit that God want to see the spirit, but at the same time, just like God in the Bible, when he first talked to Moses or revealed himself to Moses, it was in the form of a burning bush. That's symbolic,
Hmm.
meaning that he was enraged. He was on
Right.
fire, but his fire was contained. It was controlled. He wasn't letting his rage, his fiery emotions, get the best of him. You know what I'm saying? He had his fire, he had his rage under control. Like the real believers and the God and the real angels and the believers, they're totally enraged. They totally on fire, but you won't know it. They'll be so pleasant and smiling and all of that, but then they'll wipe you and a whole 2 billion people out with a smile.
Right. Right.
They're not moving off of emotion. They're not screaming and arguing and cussing and spitting and blowing snot bubbles out their nose and wanting to fight. No, they gonna go to, to their little chamber and sit quietly and meditate and call something down on you, and that's gonna be that.
Right. Well, maybe that's. I look at it now since I talked to you is maybe that was a test, because my patience with stupidity, man, it'll set me off and sometimes cause me to do more harm to myself than I do good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So
think I think it just takes somebody. I don't know if it's me, but it takes somebody just to call out a showdown, somebody to do a demonstration and see if their God is really God. That's it. Like, because otherwise, if something happened and one of us don't call it out, you're gonna get a credit to anybody. Yeah, Jesus wasn't happy, or Yahweh wasn't happy, or you know what I'm saying. So it needs to be a specific people or person that's gonna call it out, and then we just see what happened after that. God is waiting for a
right,
specific. My God, our God is waiting for a specific believer to call it out. You know what I'm saying, and then we see what happened after that. That's what I think.
right. Okay, yeah, that's yeah. Well, like I said, I didn't want to really entertain it, but I still wanted to run it across you,
Oh
and,
no,
and
no, you
you
got.
you just enlightened me about it. So
Yeah, nobody escapes, BL. Nobody escapes, but God wants to use his people to prove that
right,
he backed his people up, that what I'm saying. He don't
right,
want it just to be random, because everybody is gonna say, yeah, that's because of what he said about my person, or that's what he said about my homie or my. No, it needs to be specific. You know what I'm saying? So if he lasts longer than till Ramadan is over, then we'll call it out specifically, if Allah
right.
please, and we see what happened. You see if Allah finally acts when he never acted before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, man. Well, that was what I wanted to say, and I'll be listening and I respond sometime, but I'll be running this campus, man. So,
Yeah.
but I'll still be having you in my pocket. People be looking at me like, "What you listening to?" I'll be like, "The truth, the truth."
Yeah, yeah.
So,
My own knowledge, my own divine revelation knowledge.
exactly, I'm finding myself. That's all I'm doing.
That's all. That's all.
But
Yeah.
okay, man.
Man, BL. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get off of here too. But man, peace and love and blessings, and give my respects to the young bro too that you had on earlier.
I am, man. I haven't seen him, man. Yeah, he went down a little slippery slope, man, and
Right.
I tried to talk to him, and I mean, I guess he just see it his way. So I had to back up and let him, if that's what he believed, that's what he
Yeah.
believed.
Well, your job is what you did. You delivered the message, and you delivered him to somebody else that also reinforced your message. So that's all you could do.
Right. Right. All right,
Yeah.
man. Well, let me get over here and finish my last little, probably an hour and a half out, 11:30. So,
Yeah.
but
Man, always,
I'll be
bro.
listening. I'll be watching. I'm always queuing in, man. I'll be sending your clips to my brother, sending your clips to my nephew. Yeah, I'm trying to get all. I don't want to be that one looking out the window like you say Noah was looking at his son. Like
Right.
I tried to tell you, you know what I mean? Because it's probably gonna hurt me more than it hurt them.
Right. But probably not. I mean, I know what you mean by that, but no, because God gonna do something to our hearts to where we're not gonna be grieving like we thought we was. So this is a time for separation, and it's a time for cutting heartstrings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna see that too. God changed our heart real quick.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know?
All
But
right,
yeah, man,
man.
much
Well,
love, BL, man. So yeah, just stay safe, stay healthy, eat right, try to get in as fast as for a couple of days, as many days as you can get in on it before it's over with. Benefit from this energy, bro.
it's good night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will,
All
man,
right.
and I'll be still tuning in, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, peace. Much love.
Right. Peace.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's it. God willing, till tomorrow. Happy Ramadan, Ramadan Mubarak. Blessed, successful Ramadan. Get in on some of these fasting days. Fast with your family. Fast with your Muslim family. You don't have to be a Muslim. You don't have to call yourself a Muslim, but you will benefit from this spiritual energy, this high frequency, this righteousness, this self-discipline, this detoxing, and this prayer, this humility, just the whole frequency, the whole energy, like my brother was saying earlier. May as well take advantage of it because this is your people, this is your nation, this is your information, this is your power. Why not benefit from it? You do not have to call yourself a Muslim. You do not have to call yourself a Muslim. This is not about religion. This is about, getting in on high frequency, self-discipline, righteous group, a group soul and group mind self-improvement. That's it. So on that note, till tomorrow, God willing, this campaign show live, Digital Soapbox Network. Like, subscribe, hit the like button. Until tomorrow, peace. Inshallah.